Social beliefs or household beliefs, or one person can make a difference.
Widespread social beliefs. There are many. Religion would be one. The ability to choose your own religion, not any specific religion. As far as gay rights are concerned, I think that everyone should be entitled to love whoever they choose. I think I try to instill that in others, so I would love to believe that one person can make a difference.
One person? No. I think it'll take many people to change one's beliefs, especially religious beliefs, or a large group of people. Making education available to everybody.
South Texas, remember? Yeah, I would think so. I mean, with a big team of people too, but usually it takes kind of one person to think of something. I think anybody can. One person can do just fine if they really wanted to. Martin Luther King with a lot of people. He got a lot of people to support that idea, and from it you had these giant marches that happened where it was just making a statement. It wasn't lashing out the same way. They weren't meeting violence with violence, and I don't think that would have happened if something. It took one person to do that, and other people to agree with the idea and follow in the same. Equality of gender rights, equal pay for male and female, and also that gender equality.
Count days. To a certain point, but it really takes a group of people behind that one person to make the changes. So I think as a community you can make more changes than a single individual. Equal rights. It's kind of important as Americans to have everybody has the same opportunities so that we can achieve, and it's not because they have a certain right allow them to get that success.
Someone can be definitely responsible for making a huge difference. There was several people that I can think of actually that have risen to power just by making a difference in one. On the positive side, I would probably say like Jesus Christ. But on the negative side, like I can also think of like Hitler.
Yeah.
So those are a couple of people that I can think of that made a huge difference. I've always thought that it would be really powerful if someone were able to create a complete egalitarian society, which is like there's equal rights for everyone. I've always really liked that idea, and I've really liked just like maybe a president or a certain person who's able to completely convince people that an egalitarian society is.
I'm from Colorado. No, I think you have to decide on your own. So like you can talk to another person one-on-one. Just people's, I guess, personal freedom, live your own life without everybody stepping in on it, I guess. I don't really have a specific politics or philosophy like that.
I live in Corpus Christi, Texas. I believe they can, but it also depends on if they can do it themselves and start a movement, or if they can grab a bunch of people and start this big riot. I guess. I think motivational speakers, like, I really like what they say, and you can't just become one without other people. Like, you can speak, but you have to be clear and interact with people for the people to follow you. I'm more towards this gay rights because a lot of people talk about it and people get angry about it, and they're like, they say that you're born with it and you're not born with it, but it's everyone's own opinion. I don't think that you should have control over who people love or who they want to be with.
Definitely. One example is like the Dalai Lama. Like you see Eastern philosophy just completely come into Western civilization and change everything. Why, in respects to equality, I think it's all dependent on who you're talking to. So, If I had to talk about equality, or basically my social beliefs, things been misconstrued in this nation. You can't rely on anyone for anything. So basically, if you want to determine something yourself, go and read a book. Don't believe what you hear.
I live in Corpus Christi. I was born in Iowa though. Yeah, totally. Like, it takes one person to have an idea, but there will be others that will come through for you. Well, not come through for you, but, you know, have an inkling like you. There's some people out there who might have the same ideas, the same things, and you don't know they're out there unless you speak up and do something about it. And then you can probably change the world. Gay rights. No one should be able to tell you who you can love and who you can't love. It's just a thing you feel inside and it happens. Whether it be a boy, girl, whatever. Love happens in the strangest of ways. And no one should be able to deny you your love.
Vancouver, BC, Canada. Yes.
There's too much proof of it. Like, think of Hitler and he changed the whole world. I don't really have any stand in it. It's just whatever anybody else believes in. Really, like, just go with the flow.
I do believe a person can be responsible for changing the beliefs, because if they have an inspiration in people, if they say some things that people like, they can eventually grow on them and then lead on to something else. Religion, because I'm Catholic, and that's the topic that everyone just like gets to me about, because everyone has different beliefs, but no one knows the true thing, and they sometimes state that they know the truth, and it's not. I'm not saying I know the truth, I'm just saying.
I'm from England. Yes, I do think one person can change widespread social beliefs. Well, because it happens throughout history. For example, like Martin Luther King, or even though this may not be really great, well, and like Adolf Hitler, because he did change a lot of people's point of view about things, even though it may have not been for the better. It would be evolution, because a lot of people say that creation is also evolution, but it's not, because it's based off of a religion.
Claudia De Leon.
Mark Ramirez.
Mariam Ramirez.
Tony Khalifa.
Olivia.
Reagan.
Megan DeLucio.
Everett.
Beatrice Alvarez.
Lorena Miranda.
Victoria Ortega.
One person.
Wait, I have to answer. I'm gonna say it. Okay.
We're going to the trade center.
Do you have a social belief that you think is, you know, a social belief, you know?
Why are you chewing so loud?